And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes. Look, we didn't get anything really as far as content in NBA 2K22, my team. We appeared to get some sort of small update on current gen. I don't know what it did. There's really no notes or anything that are out at this current time, at least discussing it. So I'm guessing it didn't really do anything. I've been playing, 2K all morning. Doesn't really seem to like feel any different. So I don't think the update really did anything. We did get our week two, part one. We got to get 5 blocks with Hunt for Glory soaring players. So if you have Chris Anderson, you're trying to do that at XP anyway. Yeah, I mean, two for, I suppose. Score 10 points in the paint with a point guard in a single game. Whatever. Make 12 3 pointers with a small forward in a single game. I recommend just tying that to one of the Jason Tatum guys. Like if you have to do any of those, just tie it to that. I think I did mine with who did I do it with? I think potentially Terrence Mann, I think is who I did it with. Yeah. So I don't know. You got any of these to get done? Look, before I get into actually what to expect this week in 2K, the one thing I will say about the playoff push players in general is these are really tough. I know some people say they're easy and you can get Tatum in like 10 hours or something, but that's not necessarily the case for everybody. The one thing I will say is just do what you can. Getting these free players are cool. Some of them will be helpful in the future. Guys like Thaddeus Young, Terrence Mann, even some of the Diamond guys like Steven Jackson, et cetera, et cetera. Like some of those guys, Wesley Matthews would be another one, would be helpful for like limited or spotlight sims in the future. So I recommend doing as many as you can while you're just like grinding stuff out anyway. But let's look forward to the future. So tomorrow we're going to be getting another Hunt for Glory set. I would assume that the theme that they're running with this time is, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be something like playmaking, 3-point shooting, defense. Like we got the soaring set, which was quote unquote all dunkers. So I expect to see like a different set. I'm not going to try to guess exactly what the set is going to be. Like I said, it's going to be playmaking, defense, or shooting. But what we can do is kind of look and see what NBA 75 players we have left and kind of see who fits the mold. So let's look at, let's say, hypothetically speaking, it is a playmaking set. If it's like a playmaking set, we're going to see probably like Walt Frazier or Earl the Pearl Monroe, if not like an Opal Chris Paul, which I could see. I'm guessing they're going to wait for the playmaking set, at least a couple weeks in the future, because we did just get an Opal like Donovan Mitchell. So I don't think they're going to give us a Chris Paul quite yet. We could also see Pistol Pete in the mix, which I think Pistol Pete would be really good. People would really enjoy Pistol Pete. And then we'll see more like, random guys in the mix here. Like if it was like a playmaking set, we'd probably see John Wall back in here. Probably like Glitch Trey would be in the mix. Maybe like Isaiah Thomas would return. Something like that. Who's like a passing Penny would probably be in there, I would guess. Who's like a passing big? Maybe like Dolph Shays would be back in those packs, maybe, perhaps. Something like that. Like Amy Chris Paul, etc. Like Kyrie's would be in there, etc. etc. Like Sabonis would be like a passing big. We might even see the return of big man Sabonis. He was a passing big as well. He's still like a top tier center in this game. I mean, he's on his way out for sure, but he's still good. So, I mean, that would be pretty cool. And if it was like a defensive set, I think Robert Parrish, Gary Payton would be two guys who we could easily see in that set. Dave DeBusschere would be another one, potentially like Elvin Hayes as well. Never count out Wilt. Wilt can kind of fit the mold of anything but a 3-point set, realistically. And then if we're looking at like but like not a facilitator, so not necessarily a playmaker, but like a scorer set, we could easily see Melo pop up, Rick Barry, et cetera, et cetera. I can go through and tell you the list of NBA 75 players that we do have left. I have them all written down. So that'll kind of give us an idea of what cards we're going to be seeing, in this set, at least like in the future and stuff like that. So we still have Carmelo, Rick Barry, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Dave DeBusschere, Walt Frazier, Elvin Hayes, Iverson, Dame, Jerry Lucas, Pistol Pete Maravich, Earl Monroe, Robert Parrish, Hakeem, who I think is going to be saved for a promo set. I would be willing to say that we see like an Opal Hakeem at some point. Same with Wilt. That's just my thought anyway. Chris Paul, Gary Payton. who I don't think Gary Payton's going to be a high tier card because we did just get like the Dark Matter with 20 Hoff badges is now in the wild. A couple people have it. Bob Pettit, who I'm really excited about. Dennis Rodman, who obviously would be on the defensive set for, the Hunt for Glory lockdown or something. Dahl Shays and Bill Sharman. So I would assume not this week for sure. It'll probably be at the end of the season. We'll probably start to see these get tied up. I don't know if they're going to release every single one of them at the same time. The fact of the matter is the 70s are the one that have the most remaining players for sure. Yeah, because we got like Earl Monroe, Rick Barry, Elvin Hayes, Walt Frazier, Dave DeBusschere. I guess there's not that many. And then the 60s have a few like Bob Pettit. Wilt could be 60s or 70s. I would assume he's going to be 60s though. It just kind of depends. The one that has the least amount of players left is probably 2010s, because Chris Paul could be either 2000s or 2010s. I'm not sure exactly where he's going to go. Dame is basically the only one left for the 2010 set, though. Like Damian Lillard, realistically. I mean, Melo could be in the 2000 set. He could be in the 2010s. Like, either way, the 2000s and the 2010 set are kind of low. Like, as far as like what we have left. I think Garnett still needs one, right? I'm pretty sure he's NBA 75. Is he not? I'm going to double check, because I'm not sure. I always forget, so. I'm pretty sure he made NBA 75. Yes. Yeah, he is. So Garnett's still in here too. He could be 2000s or 2010s. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with these, but at the same time, it would be cool. Now, looking at some random players, so let's take a look at the actual Hunt for Glory set itself, because we got the Soaring set. It'd be cool if there was a final lock-in for all these, but Soaring set, we had Bledsoe, Toppin, Chris Anderson, Billy Cunningham, who I'll be honest, this card is really slept on, but he's a little too expensive to be honest, and Donovan Mitchell, who is easily the worst value card in this game. I know people are going to hate that. Some people like Donovan Mitchell. If you like Donovan Mitchell, use him. I'm just going to say flat out, if you were a newer player and you were just going off, oh, well, I got to buy this card because he's really expensive. Obviously he's fire. That's not the case, but he's still good though. I don't know. If it was a playmaking set, yeah, I would expect to see probably Chris Paul in here, if not Damian Lillard, and then probably a new Pink Diamond Sabonis, I think would make a lot of sense. Like a Pink Diamond Domantas Sabonis, a Galaxy Opal Jokic would make a lot of sense for a playmaking set. And if it was a defensive set, don't sleep on 2K dropping a Ruby Tony Allen. They absolutely love doing that. And he is one of the best defenders of the last 20 years. So it would make sense. I mean, it'll probably be terrible, but it is what it is. That's a guy who they always drop in defense sets. Realistically, him and Iguodala every time, which I mean kind of makes sense, but and then when it comes to a sharpshooter set, that's actually the one I'm probably most excited for. It's just I like to shoot threes. Are you guys surprised by this? There's not really any NBA 75 guys that are real sharpshooters left. Rick Barry was a sharpshooter. Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete makes so much sense for a sharpshooter set, actually. Yeah. So I would guess it was going to be Pistol Pete. Other guys we could see, I mean, don't ever count out Duncan Robinson from popping back up. They do like to give us Duncan Robinson cards. Be cool to see Adam Morrison or Jimmer Fredette, but I don't know if they have the rights to either of those guys. I can dream. Doug McDermott might pop up. They like giving us Doug McDermott cards. They really do. Don't ask me why. A 3-point shooting big man's probably going to roll up here. I would guess Channing Frye. And honestly, that wouldn't be that bad. He'd be a really, really good budget big man. Pink Diamond Channing Frye last year was fire. He came really, really late, so he wasn't the best card in the world, but it is what it is. Now on Wednesday, we got another week. Next Monday, we got the new reward cards are coming out, and I guarantee these new reward cards are going to destroy power balancing. I guarantee it. The Triple Threat Online and Triple Threat Offline guys are going to be insane. Without a doubt. I truly believe they're going to be stupid, because last year at this same time, that's when they introduced Dissinger and Jack Marin, and man, those guys were so much better than everything that had come before. So I fully expect that to occur again. Truly. Thursday, we don't really get anything aside from a limited warm-up skill challenge, which we already know the players for the next 3 weeks of the limited warm-up skill challenges. We got Scott Pollard. Shout out to my boy Scott Pollard. He looks like not very good. So I don't know. I don't know what the requirements would be for that. Emerald Jamal Crawford, who, to be honest, Emerald Jamal Crawford looks pretty solid for like TT offline grinding. There's certain cards that have value due to their ability to be so much better than the other cards at their gem tier, for offline play. Jamal Crawford is possibly going to be one of those guys. Another one of those guys is who we're getting in the next 3 weeks too is Jakar Sampson. He is a gold 79 overall, 6'7", 7-foot wingspan, 89 speed with an 86 speed with ball, 86 ball handle. He also has an 81 3-pointer with set shot 3, which is the same release as like Diallo and McHale and Cliff Robinson. It's a really solid release. Release 143 upper. So he's basically a Diallo clone, essentially, but his badge count is solid. You can add pretty much every shooting badge, but I only think he has like a couple badge slots. I'm pretty sure, like one maybe. But if you give him catch and shoot, I think that would be fine. But he has gold quick first step, clamps, ball stripper, intimidator, menace. Like, he is a fantastic gold card. This guy is absolutely worth doing. Like, when we do get this card, hopefully we get it Thursday. He is going to be a top tier gold card. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to have like overpowered gold cards. I guarantee 2K is going to do something where you have to use gold cards at the end of the year to get like some ridiculous card, right? So having these OP gold cards is going to be huge. I hope that means they give us a chance to get the ones we missed though, because I didn't get like Corey Kispert, who I think would be very helpful, and Noah and stuff. Those would be great. I guarantee they do something like Gauntlet Spotlight Sims again. Those were way too popular. They generated way too much content revenue. They generated like a lot of buzz about 2K, so I guarantee they do them again. But this card will be really, really good for TT offline cheesing, for sure. Like if you're trying to play TT offline, you could run Jakar Sampson, Dennis Smith Jr., and Corey Kispert, and you literally will not lose a game. Like, I guarantee, because those guys are so much better than every other gold in the game. Yeah. I mean, because Jakar can attack the rim, he can shoot, he can play defense. Like, he's easily, I don't know, I don't want to say he's the best gold in the game, but he's up there. Now we got Friday. Look, I've been saying it for a while, but I would say we've been getting a little too many promos, because we got, Tis the Season, then New Year's Resolution, then Iced Out 2, and I think Iced Out 1 was right before that, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, no, there was a signature series in the mix, too. Either way, we've been getting too many large-scale promos. I would say there's no way we don't see a flash set. Like, I don't know. If it's not a flash set, do not tempt 2K to bring back the limited edition. There's no way we're done with this. Like, there's no way we're done with limited edition. No possible way. I would say 0% chance we don't see another one of these at some point during the year. My money would be on Flash, because it's been a long time since we saw a Flash set. The last one was what, Flash 4? Yeah, and that was Drexler. That was forever ago. Let me take a look. I'm not even sure how long ago that was, honestly. We didn't see any during Season 4, so it was before Season 4. Last time we saw one was November 19th. Wow. Yeah, so it's been like 2 months since we've seen a Flash set. Yeah, I would say there's no way we don't see one relatively soon. My money is still on 3-point shooting Robert Parrish. I've been saying it for a minute, and like I still legitimately believe Robert Parrish would be. I bet that's gonna happen. Is there any Robert Parrish cards in the game? I want to see what jumper he has. There's not a single Robert Parrish card in the game. He's probably going to be a Bill Russell clone, if I had to guess. That's kind of what they did last year. Let me take a look at Robert Parrish last year. I just want to see who he had the same jump shot as. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Triple Threat Reward Robert Parrish wasn't even that bad. He was not terrible. He had Set Shot 14 last year, which was the Garnett release. Bonga, Jokic. Yeah, this release wasn't actually that terrible last year. Like, it was pretty good. I liked it because I used a lot of these guys. Like, I used Garnett, I used Bonga, I used Glitched Jokic for a while, too. Bob Pettit. Oh, yeah, Derek Coleman, my boy. Yeah, this release was actually not terrible. If he has, like, a similar style release, Robert Parrish would be pretty solid this year. Yeah, are we for sure going to get that card? I would say no, probably not, but your boy can dream. I just feel like there's no way we don't get a Flash set. Like, since we got the last Flash set, we've gotten 2 signature series sets, Yeah, we got 2 signature series sets. We got Mystic. We got Maxed Out. We got 2 Iced Out. Tis the Season, New Year's, and Beasts. That's crazy. Like, that's so many sets since we got that. And I just feel like there's no way they don't. They love flash sets. They're like 2K's favorite to put out. And to be honest, I like flash sets too because these lower overall glitch cards are usually so fire. Like every single one of these was really good for its time. Like even Duncan Robinson, when he came out, was easily the best Sapphire in the game, at least at the time, or one of them. Darius Miles wasn't the greatest card in the world, but he was pretty good. Eric Snow, people kind of overhyped this card a little bit, but at the time he was like probably the best Ruby point guard to a certain extent. Marcus Smart was obviously fire when he came out. Like Marcus Smart was that guy. I hope they give him a dynamic duo soon. Peja was trash, but I mean, if he had set shot 4, or if he had jump shot 4 instead of set shot 4, he would have been fire. Like that was really the only issue with him. Rodman was great. You guys know I loved Rodman. Dikembe was the best center in the game. Mikan, I think, was a top 5 center when he came out. People just didn't give him the love he desired or deserved. Clay was literally the best shooting guard in the game until like 3 weeks ago. Isaiah Thomas was the best point guard in the game for 2 months. You know what I mean? Probably a little less than that, but it felt like a while. Trey was good. John Wall was the best point guard in the game for a little bit. So the Flash glitch sets are fantastic. I really would like them to return, personally. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Look, realistically, what glitched card would you like to see? Like which in the realm of possibility, okay? Like obviously, yes, we'd like to see a 3-point shooting Bol at this point, or like a dribbling Bol, or a shooting guard Kristaps at this point. But I mean, like within the realm of like power balancing right now, what's one glitch card you would like to see in Friday's set? That's within reason to a certain extent. I'm not trying to see game breaking stuff, okay? Like, but like, what do you want to see? Glitch Stockton, the glitch is he got vaccinated. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Either way, it's been your boy, Cheap Ludes. Drop a like on this video, comment down below. Don't need to get political. I was just joking about Stockton, okay? Oh, this week's going to be pretty good for 2K, I think, at least the content wise. So, stay tuned. I think it'll be fun. Peace.